My rod's down there. Landing fish here alone is hard work, and guys, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to try and turn the camera on and stuff. I'm here to fish, but let's hope it isn't all dogfish. First cast, first fish, guys. Let's put it back. There we go. So, thank you for tuning in again and joining me on the rocks here over at Trather Bay. A cold November night, 27th of November. In my last video I said I wouldn't have time to do any filming again this week. I filmed that video last night. I was planning to go fishing tonight, but I was planning on doing no filming. But then I've set the rods up. It's a lovely crystal clear night, and for a change it's not raining. So I thought, you know what, sod it, I'll do a bit of filming. So let's hope we can get some fish other than a doggy together here tonight. We're going to have a quick look at one of the baits I'm going to be using tonight. A pulley rig with 200 pound snood at 3 foot long. On that I've got an 8/0 hook, a head of a mackerel. That's plenty. At the other end of the pulley rig I've got 2 Gemini clips, the large ones. Now I've put one upside down which will act as the rotten bottom, and that one just to hold the bait in place, stop it all tangling on the cast. From the bottom one upside down, which is acting as the rotten bottom, I've got 20 pound line to an old battered lead. That'll sit on there just as a rotten bottom. That'll hit the water, it'll come off, and we're fishing to the 20 pound breakaway. I'm not planning on casting that far. I'm literally going to be chucking it no more than 30 yards. So I don't need no fancy clips or anything like that. All them fancy clips and stuff like that do is add more value to your rig, more expense to losing the rocks, and there's no need for it. So I've had that one doggy, guys. I have had the doggy bite on this one again. I'm not going to show you dogfish all night. The sea's dropping away now. With the tide going out, the sea's dropping away just perfect. There's loads of colour in it tonight. It's absolutely perfect. It is an easterly wind, and the saying says, when the wind blows east, the fish bite least. But you do need an easterly wind to get on here, or a big northerly. But as you can see, I'm really high up, and it's really easy to get down to land fish, but you've got to take your time. Well, the mackerel head, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. There's a big double there. My rod's down there. Landing fish here alone is hard work, and guys, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to try and turn the camera on and stuff. I'm here to fish, but I'll bring you with some action hopefully. I'll get that sorted first, I'll get that sorted. We'll get it on the scales and we'll let you know. Calm down, better turn the lamp off or I'll blind you. But it's not as big as I thought, at just over £10, at £10 too. I did think it was bigger, but it's still a lovely, lovely eel, that. Cracking eel. Yeah. Whee! Anyway, I'm going to work on putting it back. Cracking eel. Really good, chunky, healthy eel. Yeah. What a belter. The paperclip trick. Right guys, I'm going to show you quickly the paperclip trick. So, I've got a pulley rig and I like to use a single hook over snaggy ground, and the ground here is snaggy and kelpy. So I've got a paper clip, which I hope's in screen. I've straightened it out and left one end so it's the shape of an L. Put the L part through the eye of the hook. This is a Variras BMX 4.0. It's not a monstrous big hook, but the paper clip fits through. That goes on there. Just hold that piece up then and wind the leg, if you like, of the paper clip around the shank of the hook, just like so, keeping it nice and neat, nice and tidy down the shank of the hook. What this allows, so I've seen people ask the question of how do you stop your bait sliding down the hook. Now this, I just use my sleeve just to get that final bend, because what I want is that to be up, a little spike up at the top, a little spike there like that, and this allows, so that there now is solid on the shank of the hook, and when you bait up now around that, it stops your bait sliding down your hook, and then you have a bundle of bait, and that becomes that the barb isn't showing, the point end of the hook isn't showing. So when you bait up, it stops that. I'll bait up quickly and I'll show you. Oh, right then, wait there, 2 seconds. Right then, we're going to do this with a mussel bait. So this is frozen mussel, still a little bit frozen, which I like. It's soft enough to be able to mould it. Just break the ice off it a bit. Now this is going to be aimed at anything really, but sort of a codling or pollock bait, coalies. So that there now, the mussel is at the shank of the hook, the first piece. Take your cotton elastic and lightly go round. No need to go mad at the moment. That there now is solid. Look at that. I'm pulling out with some force and that's stuck to the shank of the hook. Get your following piece of mussel. Put it on the inside. Keeping the hook point with plenty all the time. Now all you're doing now is moulding this mussel to itself. Mussel to mussel. Man to man. Woman to woman. You get the gist of it, guys, yeah? I'm no comedian. I do try a little bit, but you know. So that there is moulded around the hook. Lovely. Now that won't slide down. And that bait is solid in position. Plenty of cotton on there now because this is mussel and it's soft. That there is a fantastic bait. I've got a small squid head. I'm just going to hook onto there. That there is presented fantastically. One hook means less snagging opportunity. Still plenty there for the fish. That there is perfect bait. Ooh. Right, we're going to tie a shock leader knot, guys. This is my mono from my reel, £20. I'm going to create a loop, which then needs to be brought down level. Fold the loop in half to create another loop. Go round your finger 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Take that loop back through. It's going to look a bit cock-handed because I'm left-handed, and it's always hard when you try and do it on camera. Take that loop back through. Come on. Always the same on camera. Take that loop back through. There we are. When you pull this loop slowly, it coils off. You can actually see it coiling off. Creates that. A bit of sliver, pull it down nice and tight. That there gives you a nice neat loop. Obviously when I'm not filming I do it a lot faster. Gives you a nice neat loop. Get your shock leader of your choice. Run it beside the loop. Go round 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the tag end of the leader and put it back through the loop. Pulling that down slowly until you get that effect. Give it a bit of sliver, keep pulling, let go of the tag end of the shock leader, pull it down nice and tight. And that there is absolutely strong. Gives you 2 little knots. Can do away with the tag end on both. If anybody would like me to make a short on this shock leader knot to put into my YouTube channel, drop it in the comments and we'll sort that out for you in the shed a little bit easier. That there is quick, fast, effective, really strong, guys. If you watch my channel, you'll see how often I fish and some of the ground that I fish over. That there is my go-to shock leader knot loop. Shock leader to mono. Just had a big pull down slack line on the conger rod. Yeah, it's slackened off. I don't think it's there. I might have missed that. I was just doing the shock leader knot and I looked up and it just pulled down once and went slack. No, missed it, guys, missed it. Well, look what just happened. Look what just happened in between baiting up and recasting out. And there we are, a cracker of a bullus. A few rattles on the big bait there now. Line's got a little bit slack, which I don't mind that as long as it's not too slack. Yeah, it's alright. It's not overly slack. I've had a few rattles, a few good rattles on that. I've just started now, guys, to tidy up, ready to go, head for home. Just basically any of my old line snippets and putting in a bag. I like to take all my rubbish away with me. We should all do the same. I just carry a bag like that with me for all my line, for any of my rubbish really, sweet wrappers, line snippets. Try and take it all, keep the marks nice and clean, and it stops rats coming onto the marks also. But yeah, it's a must really, keep your marks clean. So I'm just starting to tidy up. I've had a few rattles on that conger rod. I say conger rod, but conger bait. It could be a lobster, it could be a crab, it could be anything. Could be anything. Oh. Well, for some reason the TV stopped recording. My hook come back like that. That was a whole mackerel, absolutely stripped. So guys, that's what I'm going to call it a night. Unfortunately I didn't get any fish action on the camera, but as I think I explained earlier on in the video, you've got to go down here to get the fish, so I wasn't going to try and get angles. It's about the fishing and obviously trying to bring some stuff to screen for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed it all the same. Hopefully I've put a few things in there that might be of interest to some people, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So until next time guys, keep safe, keep fishing and keep chasing them dreams.